So now that you know what kind of tools you will need to start your own photography business, and now that you have an idea of what kind of photography business you want to start, we will now be talking about the next step. And we'll start by talking about how to find your target audience and target market and basically your potential clients. So, as I mentioned briefly before, it is better to specialize in one or two types of photography. And this is because it's easier to find your target market and it'll be easier to get your foot in the door. So when I say it is better to specialize in one type of photography, I don't mean that you should not know or that you should not shoot other types of photography, because as a photographer, it is important to be able to shoot various different things, because it is highly likely that you will get job offers from other types of photography. For instance, if you're a portrait photographer or headshot photographer, you might get an offer to maybe shoot a event or fashion, or if your friend has a cafe, you might be offered to shoot food photography. So it is important as a photographer to be able to shoot various types of things, but when starting a business, it is important to hone in on one type of photography, like to specialize in one. And I say this because it'll be beneficial when getting notice and acquiring clients. It'll be faster because then you'll have your target market and target audience, and then it's easier to grow up and then become more known when you specialize in one type of photography. So a personal tip is to find out and basically figure out what you really enjoy shooting. For instance, I love shooting portraiture when I started out in photography because I love connecting with people and I just love various expressions that our faces can make. And this was very fun for me, but I also had a very big passion in fashion. So I basically connected my experiences in shooting portraits and then blended that with fashion photography. So yeah, another tip is don't just pick a type of photography that you know you'll likely get a lot of money and profit a lot from it. It is important to really have a passion in what you're shooting because it will really translate in your photographs if you enjoy shooting that or not. So when choosing the type of photography you want to pursue, keep in mind that it's not just about the money, it's about your passion and it really has to come from your heart.